I have been single for almost like 6 to 7 years. That can be a double-edged sword. It was a pretty toxic relationship. In my single era, I'm not willing to settle for anything less. It was my first time ever traveling alone. I'm scared. Very, very socially anxious, people pleaser. Am I being too much? Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shahla if you're new here. Today I thought it would be fun if we would get ready as though we're on FaceTime together because I'm going out for my friend's birthday tonight and I haven't done my glam in a long time. It's been like 3 weeks since I've done an actual full glam, which is a really long time for me. Grab a snack, hang out with me, or if you're getting ready, put this on and we can get ready together. I have my coffee. It's currently like 4 p.m. That's when I like to drink my coffee. My body needs to stay caffeinated. I always like to do my outfit last because I tend to spill stuff on my outfits, or you know, like I'll have like foundation on the back of my hand and I'll just put it down and my outfit is fully ruined. So I'm just in my robe. When it comes to makeup, I don't really care about primer. I don't know, like even if I use it or I don't use it, like makeup stays pretty well on my face. So you know, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, but today I'm just like, I didn't pull it out, so it's not gonna come with me, so I'm just using my sunscreen. This is the Innisfree sunscreen. Honestly, I love this one so much. Today is my friend's birthday. Actually, it was his birthday yesterday, but he's celebrating today because it's a Saturday. He is my school friend and I'm 26, so we've known each other since we were super young. Like we've gone to kindergarten and now like we're 26, all of us are turning 26 this year. So my school friends and I were pretty close, were very close. Like my closest friends are my school friends. I'm gonna be using this illuminator from Mars. It's like a dupe for the e.l.f. Halo Glow and the Charlotte Tilbury like Hollywood Flawless filter. So I'm just gonna put a little on my cheeks just to like give that glow from within sort of look. Oh, I was taking out my mirror and the bottom came out. Wait, let me fix it back. But yeah, I have known my school friends, majority of them, since we were in kindergarten. Like all of us went to, like our school is such that, you know, the kindergarten is together, primary, elementary, like whatever, middle school, high school, everything is together. So we've all seen each other grow up and we're all still very close. People feel like being friends with people that you've grown up with can come with both advantages and disadvantages. Like the biggest one being that you're so comfortable with them, like you can tell them anything, and that can be a double-edged sword because you're just like very in your comfort zone then and you don't feel like trying to make new friends. Yeah, I'm just grateful for my friends. They're very nice. I'm using the Huda Beauty foundation, by the way. Speaking of Huda Beauty, oh my god, Huda just bought back her entire company. She is the owner of her company again. I mean, a boss. We love a boss, bitch. Like, I feel like so many big waves in the female community happen in the past 2 weeks where I'm recording this. Like Miss Huda bought back her company, Taylor like bought back all her masters, Catherine Paez like came out with her Call Her Daddy episode, and oh my god, those were all good things. I wouldn't say Catherine's was good, but like she exposed Austin. But even Wizard Liz with her huge news, that was pretty crazy. Huda Beauty just buying back her entire brand honestly was just such a cool thing to see. I just really love her, so I love using my Huda Beauty products. Like she is just one person I absolutely love, and so is this foundation. This foundation is so good. I've worn it from day to night and it has lasted. Like I know I can trust this beat. A lot of my friends are starting to get married, which is pretty crazy. I mean, I'm 26, but I don't feel 26. I kind of feel like I'm still a teenager. What's happening? Maybe touching on that subject, I can tell y'all a little about my relationship status. Non-existent. I have been single for almost like 6 to 7 years now. I've only had like one serious relationship in my life, like one, not even serious relationship, one relationship in my whole life. I've only had one relationship my entire life. I'm also not into hookup culture. Like it's just not me. Like I am like very old school when it comes to that. That relationship really taught me what I don't want in a relationship. It just taught me a lot about myself and what I don't want in someone, and obviously naturally you learn what you want in someone as well. It was a pretty toxic relationship, but you know, you grow up and you learn from those kind of experiences. But right now, honestly, in the past year, ever since I turned 25, I feel like I said, I'm not very into hookup culture. Like I don't have a roster, no entertainment, nothing for the plot. It's just me, okay? I'm the kind of person who is like, I need to be emotionally invested in someone to even have like a physical connection with them. Like, that's very important to me. That is the kind of person that I am. Need to be with one person. I can't like divert my attention in multiple places. So that I feel is like one of the main reasons I don't really care about hookup culture. I don't know, it just doesn't feed my soul. I don't know what I was saying, but I got a call. Like, even though the relationship was very toxic, both of us didn't work well for each other, obviously it took me a long time to get over that person, because I was just like very emotionally invested. You know, like when you're kind of in a situation where you know it's not going to work out, but you're still not ready to let go, you're not ready to cut the cord, but you know what, eventually at some point you will have to. Like, it just took me a very long time for that to happen, even though I know, okay, you know, this is not the vibes, like it's not the tea, but you know, you live and you learn, and everything happens for a reason. Everything will take its own course of time. Like, now I'm just really enjoying being on my own in my single era. Like, I went on a solo trip last year. Honestly, that was the best trip of my life. I just learned so much about myself. Like, I was always the kind of person who does enjoy my own company. Like, I don't mind going and doing things out and about, like even in my city alone. Like, I live in Chennai. I don't really care, you know, doing things on my own and stuff. Like, it's super fun. But you know, being on your own for 2 weeks, like either you love it or you hate it, and thankfully I loved it. Like, it was such an amazing experience, and also it was the first time that I was ever traveling alone. Where's my beauty blender? It was my first time ever traveling alone, being alone. Like, before that I had just taken my first flight alone to go visit my sister in Mumbai, which was a domestic flight, and then like just less than a month later I went on a solo trip for 2 weeks to Vietnam, which is pretty crazy. I was just like, okay, I want to do this. Like, I'm confident. I did a ton of research, and it was just one of the most amazing and beautiful experiences of my life. Like, I just learned so much about myself. It was just very freeing, and I absolutely loved it. And I'm just really enjoying this period of my life, like being on my own, having my own space. Right now, I don't think I'm ready to invest so much energy into another person, because a relationship really takes a lot of time and energy. If you really want it to work, you really need to nurture a relationship, especially in the beginning, because you know, you're finding out your likes, dislikes, and you know, whether you're compatible. Because when I'm in it, I am in it. Okay, now I've come to the point in my life where I know what I want in a man. I'm not willing to settle for anything less. I know that love exists because I exist. That kind of love exists because I exist. I put out that kind of love to that person, so I know I want that kind of love in return. Also, I'm using the Hourglass concealer on top of the Huda Beauty concealer. I just like to use this little cocktail, but this is just like for brightening. There are just like some non-negotiables that I can tell immediately, that like from a certain person, that okay, you know, it's not gonna work out, so let's just not even delve into it. I'm not a for the plot kind of person when it comes to a relationship. I'm just like, it takes too much energy from me and I will get too emotionally invested, so I'm not willing to put myself in that situation. When I see like a lot of people my age start to get married or be in serious relationships, if you're feeling the same way, where people or friends in your life are at the age where they're starting to get married or be in serious relationships, I feel like you shouldn't feel pressured by that to just want it or really crave something like that. Everything and everyone has their own timeline. Like, you know, what's meant for you will come at the right time. I'm a big believer in God's timing, so whatever's meant for you will come for you at the right time. I may look like a IG baddie online, but in person I am like so brain rotted at times. Don't fall for the looks, okay? Like, I just look kind of cute. Pro tip: set your makeup in between layers. It'll last and look so much better. Douse it in setting spray, and I have my fan. I don't know why, but sometimes people are kind of shocked when I say like, oh, I'm not in a relationship, I don't really like talk to boys. I'm just like, girl, I'm like that because the act of talking to a man right now, keep them away for as long as possible until the right one comes, okay? I'm not stressed. So last year I turned 25, and you know, like they say your frontal lobe develops when you turn 25. I was like, okay, whatever, but I could totally feel the shift. Not like immediately, like, you know, waking up 25 year old, I'm like, no. Okay, but like, you know, throughout the course of the year, I could really see a difference in my, you know, thought process and behavior and just life in general. Like, I was like, oh, okay, this is real. I just feel like I really know what I want out of life right now. Before, I used to be very conflicted. I used to be very shy when I was younger. and I would care a lot about what people would think. Like, I was very much a people pleaser. I still do have people pleaser tendencies. You just can't like snap out of it immediately. Now I can definitely, I've learned to say no to people. And I used to also be very socially anxious as a child and even as an adult, like to the point where even if I was with my best friend, I would be like, oh my god, like how am I going to talk to this person? And I would kind of like rehearse in my head, you know, talking points or something like that, because I'm like, I don't want to be alone with this person. That was the kind of social anxiety I had. That also made people think that I was a bitch, okay? Like, because I'm just, you know, in full glam standing, like with my resting bitch face. I do tend to have a resting bitch face until I talk to someone and I'm like actually laughing or whatever. But I'm just socially anxious and awkward. I may look like I don't want to talk to you, but it's because I'm scared. I'm a scared, socially anxious queen, okay? But like ever since I went on my solo trip, obviously, like you don't have anyone to talk to. You can either be by yourself, just wearing your AirPods and walk around and no one's gonna talk to you. Obviously, you can do that as well. I like ended up talking to so many people, making friends, and which was so different from my usual character. I feel like that was really great for my confidence. Now I feel like I can talk to almost anyone and just, you know, start a conversation and not freak out about it beforehand and be like, oh my god, how am I going to be alone for like 1.5 minutes with this person? You know, I always felt like I needed to fill the silence. Now I've come to the point where like, okay, we can have a comfortable silence. It's okay, like every single second does not need to be filled with me talking or, you know, the other person talking. It's okay to have like silence. Really been into self-help recently. Like I love listening to motivational podcasts and, you know, just enhancing my life. Made me think broadly on a lot of different things that, you know, before I would be like, oh, you know, I just like having a broader approach to life, and these podcasts really help you put that into your brain where you can live your life the way you want to. When you are around like the same people all the time, you know, you start to think the same way as other people as well, and your mind becomes closed off to certain things. You just start to become like one homogenous person. Sometimes like individuality may go away. So I feel like listening to other people's perspectives on life, things like that, has really helped me, you know, grow my personality and become a better person. I do feel like I am becoming a better version of myself. Like each year I do feel like I am mentally and physically leveling up. I'm planning to wear like a blue outfit, so I'm thinking whether I should add like a slight tint of blue. I don't know, is this Stop. No, why did I do that? No way, we're not doing that. I'm just gonna do some gray eyeshadow and keep it simple. I'm using this very beautiful palette. My aunt from Australia, when I went earlier this year, she let me have this. I really did care what people thought of me, like people in my life, and that really made me slow down on a lot of things that I actually wanted to do. But now I'm just like, it's my life. Who cares? Like at the end of the day, who cares if they think I'm cringe? To be cringe is to be free. I don't know what I'm doing with my makeup, but hopefully it turns out okay. Like if you want me to do like an in-depth video on solo travel and like tips about that and stuff, I can definitely do that. If you want to go for the first time on your own and plan your trip, I can definitely help you with that, because, you know, coming from a first-time traveler, I do have a lot of trips. From my perspective, I feel like everyone needs to go on a solo trip. It just will teach you a lot about yourself and about life. I like how the eyeshadow is looking. What do you think? I mean, whatever you think. I'm already going out. I'm just taking some coal eyeliner and just putting it in my waterline. I want to give it like that smoky look, you know. I kind of want to add this She Glam like jelly stick thing. Cool, very glittery, sparkly vibe. The place we're going to tonight for the party is like 1.5-2 hours away. So me and 2 of my besties are going together. It's gonna be a yap session in the car for sure. I should probably do some vocal warm-ups before I go to annoy them for 2 hours. I got mascara on my eyelid. Oh my god. Every time I do my makeup, I'm always like, oh my god, let me do contacts with this look. But by the time I finish my makeup, I'm like, is it too much? Am I being too much like wearing contacts? I have like a really pretty pair of gray contacts, but I don't know, it might be too much for today. Maybe I'll save it for another day. I still feel like I'm not confident enough to wear contacts around my friends. I just feel like I would be like, even though I actually like how contacts look on me, I also actually really like how my boring black eyes look on me. Like, they are the most plain thing ever, but my name, Shahla, actually means blue black eyed or beautiful eyes. So I'm just trying to live up to my name. I think it's a pretty cool meaning. These lashes are so flirty looking. I will break into a random accent once in a while. That's one thing about me. I just love doing a random American Valley girl accent, or like a British accent, if you will. Okay, blush. Okay, I'm a blush queen. I'm just gonna add some of this baby pink just to the top. When it comes to lip, I can just never do one thing. It has to be like this concoction. When people ask me what lip combo I'm wearing, I honestly feel so bad because I am never wearing just like one simple thing. It's like, hold on girl, let me bring out my ledger, my book of potions, and tell you what the spell is. This lip is so 90s supermodel coded, even though I'm nowhere close to a supermodel. I learned this hack. You just take some gloss on the back of your hand and you put it on the top of your cupid's bow and on the bottom of your lip, and you avoid the center of your lips, so your lip combo will stay on even though you have gloss on. You will still get the shine of the gloss, but it's gonna be super long wearing. Makeup is done. Let me change into my outfit and show you the finished look. Okay guys, this is the finished look, and what I'm wearing is just this blue like tie-up shirt that I got made in Vietnam, and these jeans which have these grommets on them. I got them in Glassons. I'm just obsessed with how this look turned out. I didn't add a necklace because I feel like it looks so much better without one. Thank you for hanging out with me and getting ready with me. Sorry if this video was all over the place and I lost my train of thought a lot and the topics kept changing, but I will see you in the next video. Bye.